Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. Have you been keeping up with the trial?
I've been here and there. I haven't been watching it as closely as I follow other stuff, but I've been looking at it here or there. I'm mostly interested in how it's going to turn out because I followed the story back when Johnny Depp first got blacklisted. Um, and then I followed it when the recordings first came out and we found out she was abusing him.
Yeah.
And so then the trial happened, and I told myself I was going to follow the trial, but I didn't follow the trial. Not that closely.
Right. So my first question is, where are the feminists?
Oh, they quiet as shit.
Why aren't the feminists speaking out against her? And because you're supposed to be about equality, so they supposed to be in Johnny Depp corner. Where the Me Too people at? Where the anti-abuse people at?
No, well, I'm gonna be clear. On some of the social medias that I can still get onto, because I'm finding myself in jail in various medias for whatever reason. Maybe it's for inactivity or
How
something.
You get put in jail and you ain't even on it.
Right. I'm getting filed on my day off. I don't understand, but I know what Craig was dealing with now. So,
right.
I have seen in the comments where there will be somebody coming in to try to not necessarily defend Johnny Depp, because it seems like everybody has Johnny Depp's back, but there'll be a group of people that'll stand up for Amber Heard, and these are usually the feminist people. Like, they're on the wrong side of the equation. Well, obviously they're not, because she's a woman, and I get it. But the backlash they're getting behind voicing any kind of support for Amber Heard is so strong. I think that they just want to lean out of this one. Now, as far as the anti-abuse people and why nobody in those communities are actively speaking out against Amber Heard, not even speaking up for Johnny Depp, just speaking against Amber Heard.
They never do.
I don't know why they're being quiet.
They fake.
But that's some bitch shit.
They're fake. Look, every time I see, I keep saying the same thing over and over, but every time I see stuff like this, one of the first things I always say is, I'm in a domestic violence conference and I'm listening to women. I'm there as an ally. So I thought. Well, I wasn't really sure what I was in. Well, put it like this. I thought I was an ally for women so they wouldn't be so we wouldn't have an abundance of women, especially Black women, who are victims of domestic violence and sexual violence. I thought I was an ally for that. But then I turned around to find out that I was at a meeting, basically a women's power meeting of, hey, we need to take control and we need to be in control. This is a power struggle. Because how long have I been saying, especially these white feminists, they don't want equality, they want power? I've been saying that for over 10 years. And so that's why they're not saying anything about this, because if it was the reverse, they'd be all over it. They'd be all over it.
They were. That's how Johnny Depp ended up getting blacklisted and blackballed and all of his projects and shit shut down, because when the story first broke that Johnny Depp was abusing her, they wasted no time.
Bruh, there's you heard it. There's a recording of her telling him, hey, I know I'm abusing you, but I'm a woman and you're a man. Nobody's going to believe you. If he wouldn't have recorded that shit, he would be fucked.
Yep.
Really.
And to be clear, his career still hasn't been unfucked.
Right. I did see something the other day. I don't know how true it is that he got offered a movie role, but I don't know if that's true. But
I mean, he hasn't really done anything, so he might have been unblacklisted and has just chosen not to do anything. Because I mean, he Johnny Depp at this point. He ain't got to do shit the rest of his life. But there has been no public apology that I've seen from any of the studios or anything like that for their initial reactions. I haven't seen anything speaking to how they were wrong for jumping to conclusions and giving him none of that has come out. that I've
again,
seen.
jump to conclusions again. Because they ain't the first time these group women have jumped to a conclusion and been wrong. And then after being wrong, just act like they wasn't wrong.
Well, I mean, let's also throw Ronda Rousey in here because she wrote a book talking about how she beat up her boyfriends, and she went on a national tour
Yes.
selling the book,
On how she
laughing,
beat up.
right, laughing. Her and the people she was talking to all laughing about how she used to beat up her boyfriends.
Cardi B went on video, her own video, snitched on herself about how she drugged men and set them up to be raped by trans women. That's what Cardi B said. They was raped and robbed. She told the world that, and women made excuses for her. And one woman said, well, she had to do what she had to do to survive. That's equality at its finest, huh?
But pimps
Like this
can't
is
use that same logic, right?
this is crazy. It's crazy though, because women aren't being realistic out here. But the fact that all women know that they can use the rape card when need to. All women know that.
Yeah,
They'll tell you, I can destroy your life at any point if I want to.
and we've had some honest conversations with some very honest women that have acknowledged that they know that if they want to destroy a man, they can.
Yeah. All you got to do is say he raped me or he
You ain't gotta
abused me.
have no evidence to back it up. What you can, matter of fact, you can say it and then take it back
Yeah.
and still destroy him.
Yeah. Believe, because the thing is, believe all women. Well, why? As a black man in America, we know women lie.
Yeah, this Johnny Depp situation is fun. It's even funny to me that the trial has even lasted this long.
Her ass is guilty. Throw her ass under the dog. She took a shit in this man's bed.
Right,
She's constantly beating on him.
right.
Constantly
I'm
beat.
like, what are we still
Dog,
what are we still fact finding for?
this chick said, I didn't punch you in the face. I hit you in the face. Dog, think about the arrogance, the cockiness, the gall, the moxie, and just the
Oh, you can
whatever,
Stephen A. Smith that one all the way up, bro.
because she knows she could get away with it. She's thinking, I can get away with this. I bet you she really believes she can win this.
Oh, absolutely, she
I
does.
wouldn't be. I wouldn't be if she came out with what. But we know whatever sentencing coming out, it's not gonna be as harsh as it would be for a man. We know that.
Well, if the roles was reversed, the trial would have been over. Let's state that, right? It would have been over a long time ago. So let's not even play. And then the fact that she got Tweedledum and Tweedledummer as her
It's her
lawyers,
lawyers. Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
they're acting like they got their law degrees from Phoenix Online or some shit.
Hey,
Like shit
Amber.
is
If you just looking to waste more money, me and Pat got you. We'll help you
oh,
lose this bitch in
bruh,
style now.
bruh,
If you just willing to waste more money now, come
I
on
do a
now.
damn sight better than they're doing. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I won't. I'm gonna just be
not look.
to take your money, but
I'll do better than at the very least. I won't have Johnny Depp making the
I
whole courtroom laugh at me.
I
Like
say objection, motherfuckers. I say that.
at the very least, Johnny Depp wouldn't have the whole courtroom laughing at me. And you know why? Because I wouldn't say nothing to that motherfucker. So I mean, I ain't got nothing to say to him. We know what you did. We all know what you did. What am I talking to him for?
No, she shitted in this man's bed because she was mad at him. But but this goes to a larger issue though of like what domestic violence really is, because that's why I've always asked people, especially asked women, are you concerned with only stopping domestic violence against women, or are you concerned with stopping domestic violence across the board?
It's
Because if
only
you're
against women.
then you're not serious about stopping domestic violence and you're
And
fake
that's
and you
how
need to be called out.
and that's why domestic violence hasn't been stopped.
Because you're gonna hit me and you don't think you're gonna hit men, women gonna hit men and just expect men across the board not to hit back.
No, because in a different scenario, had she not put her hands on this man and had he not had a record of a tale of tape of her abusing him, a lot of women would have heard a story about her shitting in his bed and
And
asked, what
like,
did he do?
yep,
And
yep.
said, good job for her.
But it's still women out there still on that sentiment. Hey, he deserved it. They still think he
Right,
deserved it.
right. And it's a lot more of them women out there than we care to admit.
But it's like, damn, being bitter is not good for you in the long run. Being bitter won't help your situation. Even back with the Kevin Samuels conversation. You're glad he's gone, but your situation ain't got no better.
No, that man ain't make your situation better or worse. If you called in, he told you about yourself. If you didn't call in, you got good entertainment, but it ain't changed
But
shit
it's like,
about your life.
but that court of public opinion though, man, against the man, like it's crazy. Like she could be totally lying, and everybody just like, hey man, it's a woman. She got a vagina, dog. So we got to believe it, dog. We got to. You a dude, dog. So you. It's a good chance you did something wrong. So you're gonna be guilty until you can prove that you're innocent, and then you still gonna be guilty-ish after that because you're a dude.
But there is some nuance to this, right? There is some nuance to this. Because when true power is involved, we see the narrative shift a little bit. Brett Kavanaugh. The woman said he raped her, and other women was like, fuck that. We don't care. He's still gonna be Supreme Court. Clarence Thomas had a similar situation when he was running for Supreme Court. Look at Bill Clinton, got his dick sucked. Yeah,
The only
when real power is involved, it seems like the dynamics are a little bit different.
the only reason, what's your boy, the white dude, Hollywood dude, fat dude, um, Weinstein. The only reason Weinstein is in jail because the height of the Me Too movement, it was too many accusations against him, and they just had to do something about
And let's also be clear, Harvey Weinstein wasn't at the peak of his Hollywood power.
it. Right, that's true too.
He was on the decline. The same with Bill Clinton. I'm sorry, Bill Cosby on the decline. They
Yeah,
catching all of these people after the
yeah,
damage is
yeah,
done.
yeah. They caught Bill while he was old and blind.
Right. Like on the decline. So,
But
when
that's my thing though. So we can do that. We can go back and get that. But Cardi B should be in jail.
that's in the past.
Right, but Bill Cosby was in the 70s. That's past.
No, but Bill Cosby was he has a penis.
Oh shit, I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah. Remember, Cardi B got a pussy, and pussies
Right,
are meant to receive,
right.
and
And
dicks are meant
penises
to
give.
give. Right.
Do
So
do
when you
penises
give your dick,
sneeze?
yeah, when you give your dick to somebody that don't want it, you are forever punishable by that. But when you receive dick that didn't want to be received, then that's still the dick fault for giving itself to you for being received, to be
Yeah.
received.
It's just so funny and just so crazy that the idea of I'm a woman, you a man, we're at war, and I have to win. And you like, well, what we at war about? You silly man. You should know what we're at war about.
We at war because I want to have all my power and your power too.
It's like the idea of the chick who like, I want a man who make more money than me. I want to make a lot of money, but my money is all for me. It's all about me. It's
Yeah.
all about me. If you're in a situation, I don't give a fuck, man, woman, whatever. If this person think it's all about them, you need to run and run fast.
Look, man, what it really says to me though is that there is no morality in any of these movements. All of them can be bought off. All of them can be
Of
paid,
course,
and that's not even
but
just in cash. That's in power as well. Because
but
Brett
that's
Kavanaugh,
politics.
yeah,
That's
Brett
politics.
Kavanaugh, a lot of women saw the benefit in having another conservative Supreme Court justice, so they were willing to side with him for the gains that they wanted instead of siding with her. And we
I
saw
mean,
the same thing with Bill Clinton, saw the same thing with Clarence Thomas. We see the same thing even when
DT.
Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, when they were at the height of their power, it was the same thing.
Donald Trump got elected with sexual assault accusations as well as being recorded saying grab him by the pussy.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
you know how women responded? Hey, he can grab my pussy.
right, right.
But
It's there's no
but you know
morality
what though?
involved.
They understood the bigger mission of reuniting the Republican Party though.
Right,
That's why they were cool with it.
which is more reuniting anything is more important than reuniting black men and black women. You know what I'm saying? Reuniting Tom Brady and Bill Belichick is more important than
The black,
reuniting black men and black
right,
women.
right. Dennis
Like,
Rodman and
right,
them and the Bulls,
Scotty,
man.
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Like, it don't matter what it is. It's
Khadija and
more.
Scooter.
It's more Beavis and Butthead. It don't even fucking matter. It's more important than reuniting black men and black women.
Hillary and Trevor.
Shit. Hillary and Bill. Shit. Hillary and anybody. It's more important. Any Hillary and anything she
Cole,
separated
hey,
from.
Cole and Big Shirley, huh? That's
Any
more important.
right. Everything is more important.
Preparation H and hemorrhoids.
Bruh. It's all more
Bruh.
important
Then black men and black
than
women getting
reuniting
together,
black men and
reuniting
black women.
and having
It's
healthy relationships. That is fucking sad.
that's what I've learned over the last few years of
But yeah,
everything.
but the thing is, and the reason why is that because black men and black women don't want it.
Absolutely not.
Black men and black women don't want it.
Because that's
But,
work. And don't nobody
yeah,
want to do work.
yeah. But you know, this damn trial, man. The trial is hilarious because it's
Oh yeah.
it's putting it's shedding another light on an aspect of what a white woman is capable of, but
Oh
it's still
yeah.
not the overall image of what white women are, as opposed to like ratchet. When you type in ratchet or you type in thought, the first thing come up is black women.
Well, when you type in any negative or disparaging thing, the first thing that come up, like the wonderful thing, and I say wonderful in a more of a like unique or mystical way. But the interesting thing about this Amber Heard thing is how very quickly the argument went from women and men to Amber Heard specifically.
Yeah.
This is Amber Heard. This is not women. This is about Amber Heard and what she did to Johnny Depp.
But
now,
he
to a lot of men, it's still a man thing because Johnny Depp represents men in this
but
situation.
He does.
But for a lot of women, Amber Heard is Amber Heard.
It's Amber Heard versus men.
Pretty much.
Which is crazy.
Which is another way of spinning the narrative so that there will be no accountability once all of this is said and done.
Right, because they're like, it's not me, it's her, it's her specifically. No, Amber Heard represents a group of women. No matter what your race is, Amber Heard represents a group of crazy ass women. And we know we got the term ratchet in our community exists for a reason.
Yeah, because what was his name? Philip Emmanuel Hudson and his brother made the song, and that's
They
why
made it.
So let's blame black men for that too.
Right, but if it wasn't true, it wouldn't have stuck. If think about since the term came out, how many people live? Think about how many women you hear that saying, "Hey, this is my spiritual side, this is my business side, this is my ratchet side. I can be both." Well, why you have to be ratchet? Like being ratchet is not something that black people have to be. Those are like deplorable qualities.
Yeah, but that's another sign of the adolescence, right? Like taking something that's typically bad and making it celebrated. You know
that's
what
like
I'm saying?
The idea of you need to spoil me. I tell people quick, I don't spoil nothing because to spoil means to degrade the integrity, and I don't spoil shit. Yes, I'm very literal about that. Yes, I am.
No, yeah. And nothing good comes from spoiling, especially somebody that's supposed to be your adult, your companion, your partner. Now, there's I never really understood that approach anyways. And I'll be honest, like I'd be like, I ain't met nobody that put out enough to be spoiled. And that's not, again, that's not just sexually, that's all the ways around. Every man that I bump into got some
So,
complaints about so, and that's a whole nother
but
conversation.
this
But
right, but this chick Amber Heard was clearly spoiled. But Johnny Depp was in his full simp mode messing with this chick.
oh yeah, 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 and
He was
that's
definitely simping out here, and she
and
was
that's
spoiled.
yeah. This is when simping goes wrong.
Right, right, because that wouldn't have been no second time. Matter of fact, I I let women know from the jump when we talking. I do not play hitting games.
Mm-mm. You put
I
your
was
hands on me, we
raised.
done.
I was raised different. I guarantee you, I was raised different from a lot of the men you might have been messing with. I don't play hitting games. I'm playing with you or nobody else. Do not hit me because my reaction may not be what you like.
My reaction is gonna be to hit you back.
Well, how I hit you back though, that's the thing. Like, cause I mean, like I tell
Oh,
like one thing I also tell people: do not run up on me from behind because you're gonna get that 1-2. I
oh
don't care
yeah.
who you are. I don't care who
Yeah,
you are. Do not run up on me from behind. You're gonna
yeah,
get a quick
that's
1-2.
that's a reflex. I do turn around swinging. I do. You can call it trauma, you call it whatever you want. If you sneak up on me, you're gonna get hit. It's gonna happen. So, even my kids
So
know they had to learn that lesson.
yeah, so like in this situation, he was allowing her to abuse him
Yeah,
verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that. She checked off all the boxes.
yeah, and that's
Economically,
yeah, and that's a whole nother conversation about economic abuse because it's a lot of dudes that don't realize they're being abused economically.
yeah.
And look, if your wife or your girlfriend is spending more money than you can keep track of,
It's economic abuse. She's abusing your economics. Like that. Well, going back to the idea of your money is for us, my money is for me. That's like a red flag. Should just run, run. This bitch is crazy.
yeah, and Johnny Depp in the same boat as Will Smith
Yep.
in that
Yeah.
situation, like,
Yeah.
because clearly, like, if Amber was whooping your ass, unless we find something out about Will and Jada,
Yeah.
like,
You take the cake.
right, bro, you won.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You did. You won. She didn't cut your finger off, bro. She didn't cut your finger off.
like, I don't know if you was trying to win, but
But
you
you,
won. Will
yeah.
Smith is a distant second.
I mean, you've lapped Will. Like at least, as far as we know, at least she ain't whooping his ass.
Hey, right. And that's why I'd be like, well, I guess it literally is always somebody that's got it worse because we thought Will was as bad as he got. Nah, look up. There
Yeah,
goes Johnny Depp coming down the pipe.
yeah, Will was Captain Simp. He was wearing the crown until Johnny Depp and and the
Yeah.
moguls.
Johnny Depp is
He channeled his inner Genghis Khan and came and took that crown.
bro, this dude is Darth Simp, Lord Simpius. Like,
Dark Sympius.
is wait, I heard somebody say that. Who I heard say that?
Auburn preach.
Oh yeah. Darth, they say that. They do say that. Darth Simpius.
Yeah, the Homer
Bruh,
Simp son.
bruh. Come on, Johnny. Like I'm happy you got your balls together and got out of the situation. No.
But do not, like men, do not put your hands on women unless you really need to. But do not allow women to put their hands on you. And when I say really need to, is if your life is in danger, then fuck it, you're a human being. You have the right to put that 1-2 to her ass and protect
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna tell a man that there's no reason to hit a woman.
That's stupid.
That's
That's
not
stupid.
true.
I'm a human being before all this shit, and I have a right to preserve myself.
Right. Like if she running at you with a knife, you just gonna let her
Uh,
stab you?
you better tell these women, be careful who you run up on.
All right. Like I agree. If she's if so, like you do have to have a line there, but there is always a reason to hit. That's something else Chris Rock said. Ironically, uh, it's a reason to hit anybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Women ain't exempt.
But it kills me. Like one of the reasons why like Mike Golick and a lot of other cats I used to be listening to on ESPN radio and stuff like that. It's especially like when they capping and they doing this stuff when something just happened in the world. There's no reason at all for a man to hit a woman. So you mean tell so how many reasons are it for a woman to hit a man?
Yeah, it
Let's talk
should
about
be
that.
equal, right? It should be no reasons for a woman
They
to.
never follow up with that though. It just there's no reason for a man to hit a woman, but nobody ever says, and there's also no reason for a woman to hit a man. So that's gonna be my follow-up question. Well, damn, well, how many reasons is it for a woman to hit a man?
Well, there's been a situation where, um, that's why I like what Whoopi Goldberg says. Same
Yeah,
thing you say. Everybody keep your hands to
to
your
your damn
motherfucking self.
self.
Stop hitting people. Now,
Right.
but I can say this as a man, and most of the men I know have been hit at some point or another by a woman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look. It had been a couple women who could have got their ass whooped.
So, and I'm talking about multiple times. And if you include childhood, grade school, oh,
Man, we used to have this white family that stayed across the street, and one of the white girls, she used to have a tendency to like to hit. And I tell people I don't play hitting games now. I never play hitting games. I don't play hitting games. And she would hit you. She would hit me. It was this one time I was doing everything we were jits. I was doing everything I can to get away from her. She just kept hitting me. I literally ran away from her. She chased me down with this stick, hit me, hit me, hit me. So I don't have to finish that because you already know what happened next. So.
He gave her a hug and took her back to her parents. So don't
Yep.
y'all come out here trying to get on my bro. That's
Hey, man,
what
you can
happened.
you can say what you want. I got the full clip of what I just said.
Yeah, yeah. And I finished it for you. He gave her a
But
hug and took her back to her parents.
there isn't any point in any time where it's okay for a woman to put her hands on a man unless she defended herself.
And defense works both ways. If she can defend herself from him, he can defend himself from her.
You mad, you being mad at a man, or you getting emotional, your feelings being hurt, or because a lot of women think that okay, if you just find out a dude cheated on you, you can hit him. That's not a fucking reason to put your hands on the man. Manage your emotions. Be a fucking adult.
And right, and that's where I come at it from. Like to me, if you know that I'm bigger and stronger than you, that make you the fool for running up on me.
Right. You ain't that smart.
So that's even more grounds for you to leave a woman that put her hands on you because she's not intelligent.
Right. Because she likes, well, it's too many women that like the toxic lifestyle. That shit has become normalized to be
And
toxic.
they not intelligent. You know what though? If we could get men outside of the unintelligent men that are attracted to toxicity, because they are out there. If we could get men to just stop fucking with toxic women. And I know what the first thing they say is, because we've all had these conversations. Yeah, but toxic women have the best pussy.
Right. They got and women say the same thing about the
Right.
toxic dude. Like we just talked about. If you're a dude, have good the one quality you need to get and keep women is good sex. That's the one basic quality you need.
Yep, it's more
You can stick
important
around.
than money.
Hey, you got at least a 6-month lease with women, especially supposed successful women. You got at least a 6-month lease, and at least that if you're slinging that meat right.
Yeah, if you time it right and don't do nothing too egregious, you can stretch that out
right
for a long time.
Do what she say a little bit at a time, enough to keep around.
Just enough so that when she say you don't never do shit I say, you can say, well, what about that time?
Right.
Oh, that's
You need at least 3-4 times. Yeah.
that's a 4-month extension. Then blow
Yeah.
it back out that night.
Yeah.
You got a
Yeah.
whole nother year.
Right. Right. So hey,
For all
let's
you
stop.
dudes, for all you dudes out there that ain't got good sex game, you need money.